Hey guys, wanted to go ahead and go over a tip that I actually shared on Minimalism Reddit, and it got a lot of upvotes. So I'm just going to go ahead and talk about the tip over here and go from there. You might find it useful. So what I wanted to do was to talk about very simple, very easy ways to make you more efficient and help you declutter and how to get started. Okay, so let's go with the first tip. And I'm going to go over 4 tips, but all these 4 tips will help you out in the end. Let's go over tip number 1. Very simple. Look at your wallet and look at all the cards that you have in your wallet. And what you want to do is actually just figure out and ask yourself, do you actually need to have XYZ card in your wallet? And what you start to realize is there are cards you can actually remove out. You know, there are cards that you can just take a picture of them. There are cards that can stay in your glove compartment. There are cards you don't necessarily need on you at all times. And what that does is by removing those cards, it saves you time. Each time you make a payment, you're going through less cards. So this is tip number 1. Tip number 2 is your keys. Everybody's got keys, okay? Figure out of all the keys that you have, which keys you actually use the most. And do you actually need to have all of the keys that you have on you? And just take a few minutes to actually look through it and remove out the keys you don't need. And believe it or not, that makes you faster because each time you open your car, each time you go through your house, you're going through less keys, and that saves time. Tip number 3 is actually very symbolic. It's very symbolic, but it actually goes through everything. And we're just going to use a pen, okay? So what you do is gather every single pen in your house. And what you're going to do is you're going to write with that pen on a piece of paper, and you're going to figure out, hey, some pens don't work. Go ahead and toss those out, okay? Now what you're left with is pens that do work. Pens that do work. Now what you want to do is look at those pens and determine what are your favorite pens. Like out of all those pens that you're writing with, what are your favorite pens? And what you want to do is you're going to figure out, oh, I love this pen or I love that pen, then just get more of your favorites. And this is the contradictory tip. You get rid of the pens that are not good or average or whatever, and only keep your favorites. Okay, now we're going to go to category 4. We're going to go over in the same concept. It goes to clothing. Okay, so let's say, here's your clothes. I follow a simple rule, 3 rules, but you make your own rules because obviously you know your own clothes better than me. I like to go over 3 simple rules. It's got to look great. Okay. It's got to, number 2, be comfortable. And number 3, it's got to fit great. And the key word is great. Okay, it's got to be great. In other words, I got to look great in whatever I wear. It's got to fit great. And it's got to be comfortable. If I have a bit of clothes and it's like, it's okay or it's decent, it's okay. No, you don't keep it. You only keep what looks great, what's comfortable, and what fits great. What you'll start to realize is from however many clothes you have, if it doesn't fit great, get rid of it. If it doesn't look great, get rid of it. If it's not comfortable, get rid of it. And only keep your favorites. And that's basically how you start. If you follow these simple rules, you will easily declutter everything in your life. And you are essentially only going to keep your favorite things in life. And that's exactly how I kind of approach everything. That's all I got to say. All right, you guys have a great one. Okay, bye.